G'day folks, JD here with another update. I want to have a close look today at the 28mm MDF train from 4Ground. This is a fantastic little build. I had a lot of fun building this. There are a lot of small little parts here though, so it's not the kind of overnight building you're going to throw together really fast that you're used to with MDF kits. This is a back of the table build, probably like a 2-week project where you're going to be using, getting small little pieces and putting them on and waiting for the glue to dry before you can move on to the next part. There's a really good manual though, 12 pages, and like all 4Ground manuals, very visual and very clear instructions the whole way through. So let's go over to the table and have a look at the 28mm MDF train from 4Ground. I wanted to show you this build right in the middle rather than at the end or at the beginning, just so that I can do things like take off this boiler just here and show you some of these fine details that are on this. Let's get the light going as well. So yeah, some very fine details here. You can see the pistons on the side, little cow catcher on the front there, 4-wheel leading bogie actually comes off, excuse me, and brakes in the middle there. Really detailed pieces. The little guards, I'll show you where they came from, and you'll notice they're kind of sticking out a little bit from the main wheels. So different size MDF here. Let's go over the top of it. And we'll flip it over. And we'll take that bogie off, and you can see that is magnetized there as well. So quite a lot of pieces here are magnetized. Let's pull out and have a look at the sprues. There are a lot of them, and within those a lot of very fine detailed pieces. 2mm MDF for the most part, these unpainted ones, that one there, and we also have one over here, are mainly used for these internals on the boiler or smokestacks, and anything round. The pistons have them inside there as well. I'll show you how that works. So you have a couple of pieces, you have 4 pieces, put them together, yeah, it makes a cross, and then you add the next 2 pieces, so you end up with a kind of 8-star cross kind of piece, and then you start wrapping this paper, very thin black paper, around to get that effect of the cylinders, and also some of these curves for the top of the main driver's carriage. The other 2mm pieces are painted black. It does come in a red and possibly a green, I'm not sure, but anyway I got black because I want to sort of do a very Dracula purple horror kind of paint job on this one. So yeah, a lot of there's where the brakes come from, just in there, just to show you how detailed some of those little parts are. I mean, if you want to get really detailed, not that half moon, but inside that half moon. Come on, focus for me. I will get this focus thing sorted, I promise. Okay, so the 4 little pieces inside there actually go on to the train, and that little box just on there is made up of those. So very tiny. Then we jump up to a different size MDF, this one just here, a little bit thicker. I think that's like 3, could even be 4mm on that one. And then again we jump up even bigger on that one, and that's where those main guards, mud guards I suppose we'd call them in a car, not what they're called in a train. So yeah, that's where they come from. And then the paper sheet there, and then we go to cards, so silver metallic kind of pieces, and this one here, it's almost card, like this one's quite thick, quite solid. This one is not as thin as this, but it's definitely getting there, and a lot of the tiny back of the wheels and things that hold along the track sort of get that difference in shape that really make this kit stand out. And the last little sprue is just a piece of paper, a card, just for some of those finer details that go on the internals of the driver's carriage and so forth. You do get a little bit of coal and some wire as well. So fantastic kit. I don't know if this is going to be ready by the weekend, so if it's not, I'm going to turn it into a derailed kind of wreck on the side and then keep working on it and keep you updated. A few other things arrived this morning. Telegraph poles have arrived. These are all from Sarissa Precision, so a lot of these are just single MDF sheets. Very, very simple, basic. Burned out cabin. Derelict shack there. It's got a bit of a wobbly kind of look to it. Derelict caboose. Now, Sarissa Precision also do a train. They do a locomotive and carriages, box cars, that kind of thing. So the point of this, I wanted to compare. I wanted to get a taste of what the Sarissa one was like, the build, before I try that train out as well, which I wouldn't mind doing at some point, having the two to sort of compare. I'm assuming, just knowing 4Ground, that the 4Ground is going to be a lot more detailed and better, but having said that, the Precision one is probably going to be a lot quicker to put together. Then we have just a simple wagon and a stagecoach. Some Native American playing cards, so I'll show you, I'll flip through those in another video, and I also threw a little bit of paint on the miniatures. So that's pretty much it for today's update. If you've liked the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I've got a little bit more progress to show you.